What's going on, man? Welcome back to the basement. A little bit hectic right now. I'm almost out of breath. Running around, grabbing water, making sure we start the stream on time. We have a high-stakes draft for you guys today. You guys have been absolutely loving these streams. We have our pick to make in 2 seconds, making sure my phone is not on Wi-Fi. Now, let me also make sure that everything looks good on the YouTube. Now, let me know if you guys can see me, if you can hear me. Let me know if everything sounds good. Say what's up in the chat. What's going on, fellas? How are we doing? This is big. We got the 102 spot in our first high-stakes draft here. How are we doing? We got Inferno Man in here. What's going on? All right, so draft starts in 1 minute. Just want to make sure that I have my tags correct and everything. I believe I do. Yep. All right. So let's get this board on the screen for you guys. Let's go here. This is way too zoomed out. Let's go 110. If you're in here, again, say what's up. Let me know if the quality's good. Leave a like. It helps the boy out a ton. All right, so let's put this right here. Boom. I think that'll look good. Draft starts in 36 seconds. How are we doing? I'm fired up to get the 102. I've been telling you guys that I've been really mad that we have had 5, 5, 6, 7, 8. Those have been our 5 draft slots, all in picks 5 through 8. Now it's time to turn up. I really would like to get my first CMC share. What do we got here? We got Let's Go, Broken Rubber. What's going on, Calvin? What's going on? Gaudrius, what's going on? Looks, sound, feels good. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hello, hello. How are we doing? Let's go run, kill this draft, of course. What's up? What's going on, Jonathan? How are we? Oh, jeez, dude. Why do these sites gotta have such bad noises? Now, come on. Don't take CMC. If he does, it won't be the biggest deal. Let's see. He goes JJeff 101. Okay. Huh. So this is going to be McCaffrey. We're going to sprint. We're going to take McCaffrey. This is our first McCaffrey team in a high-stakes stream. Or in a high-stakes stream. We needed it. Ron, do you still remember me after you went Hollywood? No. Nah, I know you, Jeremy. I feel like you used to comment on, like, TikToks back in the day. As people know now, I don't really keep up with TikTok, but I should. We got a super chat already? $10 super chat from Raider Colt. We got Ron Deserves number 2 finally. Appreciate everything you do for us, man. Thank you, brother. Now, just so everyone's on the same page, this is going to be a high-stakes 12-man redraft managed league. PPR, 1 quarterback, 2 running backs, 3 wide receivers, a tight end, and a flex. I believe that's the setup. 20 rounds. Here we go. JT was definitely in consideration there, but I really wanted a CMC team. I also have CMC as my 101. I'm also trying my first stream where I hooked it up on Fantasy Pros where they have, I put my rankings in, and apparently they are keeping track of what's going on in this draft, so hopefully they don't screw it up. But yeah, this is also 3rd round reversal, so we're going to get screwed over a little bit in the 3rd round here. So it gives a little bit more of a penalty for these McCaffrey teams, but all good. So sorry for not being so active in the comments this year. Still watching the vids, though. It's all good, man. It's all good, brother. So there goes Adams. That's fair. I really don't know what's even going to be on the board when we get back here. It does suck that we're not going to get the 2-3 turn. The 2-3 turn is OP this year. I was going to say, if Cooper Kupp was still on the board, that'd be hilarious. So there goes Najee. This is a pretty chalk start so far. Pretty chalk. I have ADP sold up or pulled up on this screen over here. There goes Saquon. Okay. What do we got? I'll be checking in with chat. How we doing, Ron? Your Jets are on and you're busy drafting. Love to see it. Yeah, I don't really watch a ton of preseason. Preseason, I know sometimes the starters go out there and stuff. Like, preseason just doesn't do it for me. I know that some people love watching preseason. I sort of read about what happened. We out here at the Giants-Jets preseason game and still popped out. Dude, I love my boy Thomas. Super chat from Godrius. How do I say your name? Is this your real name or is this a just a user? What's going on? Hit the like for our boy Ron. That'd be huge. But yeah, Thomas Anderson. That's a boy that I know from my hometown. He always pops in on streams. He's the boy for that. But he's actually at the Jets-Giants preseason game right now. Hey, Ron, when are you planning to do early round strategy for picks 9 through 12? And guess what? Guess what's coming out after this live stream ends? Strategy, picks 9 through 12. Hey, Flockavelli, you're telling me that I look mighty fine on this Saturday afternoon? I got to be honest with you guys. I need a haircut so bad. I was talking about it. That I was trying to get a cut before I got COVID. And then I got COVID, and then I got behind with work. Now I've been playing catch up, and now we have the season starting in 2 weeks. So I genuinely haven't even had time to go get a haircut. Damn. Edward, you're saying you were following. Oh my God. Second round Gabe Davis. Stack the Stephon Diggs. Fellas, this is the draft room that we're talking about. I will say, though, I think this Hobbs guy plays in a lot of these. I think that I was looking up how many leagues these guys were playing in before. Let me look it up real quick. I do believe that he plays in a shit ton of leagues, this guy. Shocked that Aaron Jones has hung around so long in a league like this. All right, now I got to start thinking about what we're going to do here. So there goes Fournette. If Aaron Jones gets here, I'm taking Aaron Jones. Please let Aaron Jones get here. Just fall one more pick, dude. If he goes, I don't know what I'm doing here. I think probably. Wow. Oh my God, guys. Dude. All you got to do is sit in the pocket and just make the correct pick. Give me Jones. What do y'all think? What do y'all think about that? Aaron Jones in the second, dude? Come on. I love to see it. That's a great start, dude. I feel like Jones never falls that far. You thought it was a toupee? No, you can't do me like that, bro. You have to delete that comment, bro. That's foul. Like, that's literally, that's a flagrant. Dude, I'm telling you guys, I don't want to sit here and say that I have all the answers figured out, but it's sometimes, like, in these $350 rooms, like, people do, and I honestly get comments about it. I answered a comment the other day where somebody says, like, I care about ADP too much, and maybe that's true, but in all reality, when it comes to ADP year over year is, like, the most accurate thing that we have running. ADP is predictive. And if a player falls meaningfully past his ADP, especially in a tournament like this where you can get unique, like what if I'm in the finals with my McCaffrey team? Everybody else has McCaffrey, and I'm the only one that has Aaron Jones. Everybody else's RB2 is like, Fournette or Chubb or Etienne, and I'm the one guy who has Aaron Jones. A.J. Brown would have been better? Nah. And I love A.J. Brown, but nah. Is this PPR? Yeah, full PPR. Full PPR, this is one of those, I believe somebody asked if it was $350. Yeah. Hey. Yeah, I'm saying, dude, Jones coming back that far is crazy. A McCaffrey Jones start. So this is double hero RB. We'll be the guy to take 2 running backs up top, and we'll see what we can do here. Would love to see some wide receiver value fall to us. I don't think anything that great will be there for us. Something to fall. Pitts here would be really, really fun. We'll see. We'll see what gets here. Guys, if ETN gets here, do we go 3 running backs out the gate? Yeah, no, I agree. I agree, dude. Aaron Jones was a gift there. We got extremely lucky with Aaron Jones there. That's a fun start, dude. I would love to. I don't know if NFC has a tool like that, but I would love to see. So there goes Chubb. I would love to see if there's any starts like this. Damn, there goes Pitts. But yeah, like I said though, if ETN got here, I think that it has to happen. Okay, so ETN gets taken anyways. So this is gonna be. I think this is just gonna be DJ Moore for me. Oh, DJ Moore went already. Okay, so I think this will be Waddle. Let's go Waddle. Let's go Waddle, see what comes back to us. That does hurt to miss on ETN there, but I'm almost happy about it. I think we would have really gotten punished at wide receiver. Kelsey, nah, Kelsey's gone. Yeah, he's going full Buffalo stack. Diggs, round 2 Gabe Davis, round 3 Allen. What's up, Jason? Yeah, no, Kelsey's gone. Yeah, people forget Arthur Smith is like almost I wouldn't call him a tight end whisperer, but he likes scheming tight ends where he's had, Walker, he's had Jonnu, and then you have Mariota, who, like you said, has supported a guy like Delaney Walker. Pitts is going to be fine. Like all of the, his quarterback is going to suck. The offense isn't there. Oh man, I was hoping to double up on Waddle and Mike Williams there. I thought that this guy would be more likely to take Waddle. So now I'm staring down Deontay Johnson, Marquise Brown, and Terry McLaurin. What do you guys think between that? I lean Deontay Johnson. I do believe that the last draft we did go Deontay Johnson Waddle far, so I can afford doubling up on him if I need to. So I'm looking at like McLaurin, Marquise Brown, Deontay. A lot of guys saying Brown, someone saying Sutton. So there goes James Conner. I have them all right next to each other. I've already taken a Deontay Johnson and Waddle combination. Just going to change it. It's got to be McLaurin or it's got to be Hollywood. I think I'm going to go with McLaurin. I'm going to go Marquise. We're going Hollywood. I don't have a Hollywood yet. Look. Makeup. Give me Marquise Brown, who has the better quarterback. I have them all in the same tier. Very, very close. Jeez, did not mean to do that. I know there were some people calling for Sutton, but I just don't have Sutton in that same tier. I think it's close between all of them. real-life wide receiver from a talent perspective than Marquise Brown. Man, I would have loved DJ Moore there. It's all good. We'll take Hollywood. PPR or half PPR. My commish changed to elite to half PPR this year. It doesn't really matter for me. I prefer PPR, but it's not like my home league is a half PPR, and I'm the commissioner. Yeah, exactly. Kyler falls a lot in these high stakes leagues where you can get Kyler like round 7, round 8. I think we got Kyler like round 9 on the FFWC before crazy things happen. I'm dying to see what comes back around to us. Yeah, that is true. No D-Hop for the 6 games is big. Do I like Barkley or Mixon more? Give me Barkley all day. NFFC leagues got fees, right? I think it's like a standard amount of fees. I mean, you pay $350 for the league. I think that you pay maybe like $10 to $12 in fees or something. All right, so Captain Spock, I love you, brother. But the reason why he was wide receiver 49 after week 12 is because he didn't have his star quarterback, Lamar Jackson. He was catching passes from Tyler Huntley. It's a little bit of a predicament there. Oh, my God. Round 4, Dameon Pierce. What are we doing? Oh, my God. This is what I'm talking about. The get your guys, screw ADP, fellas. Look, man, if you're that confident that you can just pick better players than everybody else, I mean, go ahead. But I would like to draft in a room with you. Like I said, I'm actually going to look now. I think that this Hobbs guy plays a really high volume. I could be wrong, but I think he does. Oh, more info. This guy's last name is Hobbs. Yeah, this is team number 51 for this guy, Hobbs. Guys, you can't be throwing these narratives at me. Wide receivers don't just not score touchdowns. Like Julio Jones scored like what 4 to 6 touchdowns a couple of seasons. Not to say that Julio Jones isn't an insanely talented wide receiver that can score touchdowns. So that touchdowns are random year to year. The R squared year to year is not sticky at all. And if you look at the quarterbacks that he's had, none of them have thrown for over 20 passing touchdowns each of the last 3 years. So that's why DJ Moore, he gets a big percentage of the pie, but the pie is too small of touchdowns. So now you bring in Baker Mayfield, who was a rookie in not even a full season, but about like 27 touchdowns. Baker gets over like 22, 23 touchdowns, and DJ Moore's the lead guy. DJ Moore pays off very easily. He had an alpha target share. Robbie Anderson almost seems like he doesn't even want to play football anymore. There's really not any other targets in that offense. Allen better throw 60 TDs. Like I said, dude, this guy has over 50 teams, man. Maybe he's just trying to get disgustingly unique because he's been drafting the same team over and over again. Man, this teammate is cooking something scary. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm not even a Derrick Henry guy, but I'd pick him here. As much as I say fade Derrick Henry is my 112. Derrick Henry gets to you anytime in the second round. As much as I am a wide receiver guy, go take Derrick Henry. Like drafting Javonte Williams over Derrick Henry or Mixon or, Kamara over Derrick Henry, I can see it. But like Javonte or Mixon over Derrick Henry makes no sense to me. If you're going to take a running back anyways in the second round, Mixon doesn't have a higher ceiling than Henry. I guess Javonte might. I can see Javonte, but you're really putting your nuts on the table drafting Javonte here. What is this? 204? Wow. Is that okay, so that's 5th round, Dylan. Dude, if Dylan's going to go in the 5th round, I'm not going to get any share. I thought he was going to maybe go... A little bit later than that. Is this full PPR? Yeah. All right, so there goes Kittle. I will take Waller if he gets to us. I don't have to take Waller, but I would like to. Is this full PPR? Yes. Yeah. No, Mixon over Henry is not fine, dude. There's no world where that's fine. I mean, I guess in the grand scheme of things, it is fine. But I don't get actually pushing the button on it. What are you shooting for there? I mean, I guess you in theory you're shooting for floor, but just not how I play the game personally. Yeah, I agree. I'll be looking at Waller here if he gets here. I have a couple things we're looking at. Been loving the channel, new subscriber this fantasy season. Love to see it. You guys have been killing it, dude. Subs have been going crazy. This is is that round 5 Gibson for this guy? Dude, this guy Hobbs is out of his goddamn mind, bro. Oh no, okay, Hobbs went Kittle, never mind. But Gibson for Team 6. Gibson over Breece Hall is heinous. Go for it. I'm not even really fading Henry. I have Henry lower than consensus in home leagues where he's like a top 5 pick. I can't do it. Really what it comes down to is he's like about to turn 29. Running backs when they get that old are really shaky bets. I'm also not so sure. Like he was killing it last year, and where he broke down through 8 games. He broke like his foot. He's coming into this season off of that, old as hell. There's a lot to not like about Derrick Henry's profile. All right, so there's that. I'm staring down Waller and Elijah Moore. I really do think that this guy's going to take Elijah Moore if I don't, man. I'm going to take Elijah Moore. I'm going to take Elijah Moore, and I'm going to dare him to take Waller. Waller's a 6th-round pick in this format. Elijah Moore is like a mid-5th. Give me Elijah Moore. Let's see what this guy does. If he doesn't take Waller, we'll take Waller. Let's see. The reason I don't think Moore comes back is this guy, if he's taking Jefferson 101, he's very likely to take Elijah Moore 5'11". Now, if he takes Waller, he might, and that'll suck. If he takes Waller, I'm dying to see what I even have next in the queue. I could go Michael Thomas, round 6. Ah, jeez, dude. Could go round 6 Lamar if I wanted to. This is also a 6-point passing touchdown, so remember that. 5'11" Jalen Hurts is no bueno to me. Let's see what you do, buddy. How high would I draft Jefferson? 103, maybe 102. Why do I like CMC over Taylor? Higher upside. This is a large field tournament, so I'm trying to win something crazy. I'm dying to see what this guy does here. Yeah, I agree. It's probably Waller or Lamar here. You can make the case for Michael Thomas. And goes Edmonds. So, yeah, this is going to be Waller. Round 6 Waller, I think, is beautiful. Let's do that. That's another detour. We have one more detour for like a quarterback, and the rest of this can just be wide receivers. We'll see. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. A lot of people loving the Waller pick. I agree. I will say, in this format, he goes like round 6. You're saying this team is sick? Yeah, I agree. I agree. I'm just going to have to really hammer out wide receivers here. Aaron Jones at 211 feels nice, man. This is just going to be a nice little classic double hero RB. Do you think having Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon on the same team is a good idea? No. Both of their ceilings only happen with the other one sucking. So when we're trying to win first place, which is like a 90th percentile plus outcome, you want to have your ultimate ceiling not be blocked out by another player, especially when one of them's a round 2 pick and the other one's like a round 5, round 6 pick. You don't want to invest that much capital into the same backfields. You're almost hedging your bet, which is a really you don't want to burn a 6th round pick to hedge your bet on Aaron Jones. So is that a racing t-shirt? I'm just asking because my family races super late models in the New England area. It's kind of a racing shirt. It's yak shirt. Oh my god, 6th round Ramondre Stevenson. I'm never gonna end up Ramondre Stevenson in one of these. I also have my home league draft tomorrow. Dude, did this guy with Derrick Henry, Dalvin Cook take Michael Thomas too? Dude, this guy NG this guy just might be a patron, bro. Who the hell is this guy NG, and why is he making all the correct picks? NG has a sweet team. I'm not even going to hold him, bro. People are making sound decisions right now. I'll say that much. Wide receivers are drying up on us. A.J. Dillon, I can't touch round 4. Ideally, like 6, 7 turn is where I would start considering A.J. Dillon. Stacking's great. Herbert Allen makes a ton of sense. All right, so there goes Kyler. Highly doubt that Lamar makes it back to us, but if he does, he's an auto pick. Puts a little bit of pressure on me in terms of QB now. Team 8 and 10 look good. Yeah, I agree. They're doing their thing, but if we all got double hero RB, I'm putting McCaffrey and Aaron Jones up against anybody. How do I feel about Pollard? I love Pollard. I think if he gets, I think that he pays off simply if he gets a long down and distance and 3 down snaps, and it looks like that's the case right now. Man, wide receivers are drying up. There goes Pollard. Things are getting very thin here back to the 7-8 turn. How much is this draft? Is a $350 draft. Just so anybody out there, I know that we're getting a lot of new people coming in here. This is a NFFC. Oh my God, there goes Lamar. This is an NFFC high stakes $350 draft, season long managed quarterback, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, a tight end. No, 3 wide receivers, a tight end, a flex. 20-round draft, kicker defense. Dude, I've been sneezing like crazy recently. I think allergies might just be kicking back up here. I will say we're going to get squeezed pretty tight here for wide receivers. We're going to get squeezed pretty tight, but I got some ideas. Yeah, no, NG is killing it. Lamar there, stacking to Bateman with Dalvin Cook and Derrick Henry. Sweet, sweet team. What's going on, Brock? How are we doing? Appreciate the bless yous. Appreciate the bless yous. Yeah, this is season-long redraft managed. Let me see ADP real quick. This is a sharp room, huh? I have a couple ideas. So I have nothing to stack to Burrow. He won't make sense. We'll have to wait on quarterback until the 9-10 turn. Man. We got a super chat? Alright. Hold on. I'll get to that in a second. Alright, so we're up in 1 pick, and I don't have a damn clue what I'm doing here. I think this has to be Kadarius Toney. I have a lot of Kadarius Toney already, but I think this just has to be Toney. We're going to take Toney here and see what comes back to us. I am trying to figure out when it's time to start looking at quarterback again, or at all. Could go with like a Carr Waller thing if it ends up coming to that. I do want to wait until the late 9th, and then if, you know, like a Brady, a Trey Lance, or Russ are there in the 9th, I'll take them there. I think these both have to be wide receivers, though. So there goes Lockett. I think this will be, if this guy doesn't take Olave, I think I will take Olave here if he's there. If not, then I'll just go Skyy Moore probably. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm going to go Olave or Skyy here. I don't have any Olave yet. I have a shit ton of Skyy Moore. Man, and he takes Olave. All right, so give me Skyy Moore then. Nah, Renfro wasn't there, but if he was, I think I would have. Yeah, we got sniped on Olave there. I can't get into Robert Woods. I have Woods super low. Just not super big into him coming off the ACL. He's old at this point. He just might not be good anymore. Like, I don't see him as a huge upgrade to a guy like Tyler Boyd, who you can get in like the 10th, 11th round. Where are you at on Burks? I still like him. I still have him as like an 8th round guy. I'm just trying to, I don't want to end up with him in every. What do you think about Garrett Wilson? I like Garrett Wilson. The thing is, the market just doesn't respect Wilson. I have been barking at this camera all offseason about Garrett Wilson. I think it's absolutely nonsense that we're out here. But yeah, Garrett Wilson, top 10 drafted rookie, wide receiver. Devonta Smith went higher than him in redrafts last year. It just doesn't make sense to me. He's going where Waddle was going last year, and Waddle was a hammer. He just has a really solid profile. Like, he is... Like, you could make a case that he's as good a prospect as Drake London. I'm getting a lot of yikes, your team is terrible? How? What's wrong with my team? Let me know. No Damian? Damian Pierce already went. Yeah, people want to come in here and say that this draft is trash, dude. I got Aaron Jones at 211 on a McCaffrey team. It's third round reversal as well. I didn't reach on Waddle there. I wouldn't go Waddle to 302. It was third round reversal. I think for third round reversal, this is the best that this draft could be right now. People coming in here saying this team is bad. Come on now. It's a nice double hero RB build. The wide receivers aren't going to be sexy. Are you telling me Nico Collins? Yeah, somebody did take Antonio Gibson in the 5th round. No, it's all good. I'm just messing around. Why third round reversal? Just how the site is. People act like they can draft better. I actually have I actually put out a message today on the Patreon about a subscriber league. We're gonna do a subscriber league. It's going to be drafting next Sunday. I'll hop on a stream. I'll draft it on here. We'll hang out, see what the team ends up looking like. How would I use my rankings if I was in a 10-man? Probably the same way. But yeah, if you want to be in on a subscriber league, we're going to open it up to multiple leagues if there's a bunch of interest. So if you want to see that, check out patreon.com/Ron Stewart. You'll have my rankings. You'll be invited to subscriber leagues. Ton of cool stuff over there. You're in that? Love to see it. Dude. Greg is toasting me in the chat, bro. I hope this is a free league. Me too, dude. Would love to erase this McCaffrey Aaron Jones gem. You pay like rake in these leagues. I can't get myself to do this. You pay rake in any form of like gambling in general. Thank God Josh Jacobs goes there. QBs are already starting to go. That's the first pick from NG that I haven't really liked. Round 9, Wan'Dale Moore doesn't sound great to me. Yeah, I get this question a lot. So on the Patreon, I have rankings, and then I have a column that says ideal round. It's really just to have a number so that when that round comes around, I know it's pretty much like a green light. Okay, this is a good value to take this player. So when we're looking to see when to take our detour from wide receiver, I'm looking at a running back, and his ideal round is round 7, and I'm in round 7. I know, okay, I can comfortably draft this running back, take a detour away from wide receiver. At this point in the draft, he's fine. Now, it probably only really works for 12-man leagues, but it's the thing that like I use myself. I've been debating like hiding it just to avoid it being like a more confusing than it needs to be. So you'll see players ranked ahead of other players who have an ideal round that is later. Like if I have Garrett Wilson ahead of, let's say I have Garrett Wilson ahead of Robert Woods. I know Garrett Wilson, you can get him in like the 10th, 11th round these days. So I'll have Garrett Wilson's ideal round like 10th, 11th round, and I'll have Woods maybe like 9th, 10th round. So I'll have players. Man, so Trey Lance goes. That's actually brutal. So there goes Slime Miles Sanders. If Burks gets to us here, we'll take Burks. Late 9 Burks is more than fine to me. Come on. Let me get Burks, dude. You do not need him. I think my plan here, we'll see what this guy does. I think my plan here is to go Burks and then just grab one of Russell Wilson or Dak Prescott here. I think that's really all that makes sense. What is this guy going to do? So there he goes. So let's go Burks. Let's go Burks, and I think the move is just going to be to take one of these, whichever quarterback makes it back to us, I think. What do you guys think about that in terms of QB? All right. Now, what do we think? These are the options pretty much. We can go Russell Wilson or Dak Prescott, or we can go with like a Tyler Boyd, Julio. When does Russ usually goes in this format at the 8-12. So if we can get him at the 10-02, I'll take that, no questions asked. I think Dak is a little bit more of a question mark. So there goes Komet. Who's left at QB? It's pretty much Dak. It's Dak, Russ, Stafford, and then you get to like the Cousins, Carr, Rodgers. Yeah, we'll go Russ if he makes it back to us here. If not, I could go Dak, but paying. No, I wouldn't even really be paying up for Dak. It'd be a value to get either. I'll probably just take either. There's nothing else that's really on the board that makes sense. So there goes Dubes. Okay. Have him. All right, so we're going to take Russ here. Let's go Russ. I don't have a Russ yet. We'll see if we can sort of get a Hamler stack in or something to make it make sense. But yeah, let's go Russ. He goes at the 8-12, and we got him at the, the 10. And remember, this is 6-point passing TD as well. So 6-point passing TD, his usual ADP is 8-12. We get him at the 10-02. Let's ride. Broncos country. Let's ride. Come on. Yes, sir. A lot of good choices, a lot of W's in the chat, showering me in W's. I made an Excel of like 10 websites' offensive line rankings. How much does an offensive line's projected ranking weight for you, and why do you like PFF? PFF just feels like the industry standard. And it's really not so much that their rankings are a Bible to me, but it just sort of gives me, a feel of, these ones are elite, these ones are good. Whether they have, 1 versus 2, I don't know. But the tiers, I think, are good enough from them. It weighs in a good amount, or not a good amount, but a little bit. If there's 100% of what makes up a player between like analytics, profile, age, everything like that, I would say offensive line rankings probably like 10 to 15% for running backs. For wide receivers, probably negligible. QBs a little bit. I think having a good offensive line just contributes to having a good offense in general, and that's really all I'm looking for. So I know some of the teams that have like really good offensive lines where you have, the Lions have a very strong offensive line. Hey, Broncos country. Yeah, we'll see what comes around with in terms of Broncos stacks, but I am very open to a KJ Hamler pick. Now we can kind of do whatever we want. I'd like to get some more wide receiver firepower. I'd like to get some running back depth. I'm kind of down to just take best player available here on out. Pollard's been gone. Hey, you're saying just showed up in the draft's looking pretty good. Appreciate it. Oh my, dude, that's the second time now that we've seen one of these high stakes guys go Penny Walker. What the hell is that, dude? Why would you ever go Penny and Walker? Yeah, I don't know, guys. I'd put my squad against anybody. Dude, I'm really about to sneeze again. I'm falling apart, guys. I'm falling apart. I literally might sneeze again. I might get up and go get some tissues, bro. Saying teammates looking kind of dangerous, not going to lie. Yeah, no, NG's been killing it. Appreciate the bless yous in the chat. Gordon RB. Yeah, Melvin Gordon could make some sense. He's actually my highest ranked player right now, if I'm going to keep it completely honest with you guys. And there he goes. Let me see. So what's sort of up next here? We don't really have any pressing needs now. We have our onesies are good. Could use some running back depth, but it's not, you know, pressing. Henderson would have been very nice. I do like Gainwell myself. I think Gainwell's in the conversation. Let's see real quick. I got to be honest. I'm fumbling a little bit right now. I think I'm pretty much begging for Gainwell here. Right? What are the next wide receivers up? Like Jacoby Myers, Jalen Tolbert. Those are guys I can take in the 12th round. Same thing with Wan'Dale Robinson. Let me see. I think this would be Gainwell. Gainwell in the 11th round is a value. Oh, man, this guy is very live to take Gainwell. And if he does, I have no clue what I'll... Oh, my God, dude. All right. I don't know how you guys are going to feel about this, but this is what we're doing. This is what we're going to do, guys. I feel awful about it. I don't feel good about it. We get sniped. And this is what has to happen. I truly hate to do this. Isiah fucking Pacheco. That's the pick, boys. That's the pick. Isiah Pacheco, 11th round. I've seen him go, and these guys, Pacheco's not an amazing pick, but look, in these drafts, we have seen Pacheco go twice. We have seen Pacheco go twice in the 9th round in these high stakes leagues. 11th round Pacheco, I think makes sense. What do we think about Pacheco? People are not loving the Pacheco pick. Guys, the Pacheco pick, it works here. Come on. We'll take that. Pacheco at 131. Damian Harris has been gone. He's been gone. There goes Carr. All right, so now I'm thinking between Jacoby Myers, Jalen Tolbert, Wan'Dale Robinson, or Hamler. I think we can wait on Hamler. Harris was gone. So Jacoby Myers, Tolbert, Wan'Dale, Hamler. I want to see if I can push Hamler to round 13. Hamler, where does he go? Hamler's gone. He's going like mid to late 14 in ADP. In terms of ADP, Tolbert goes early round 13. Myers goes early round 12. I might just take Jacoby Myers. I'm going to take Jacoby Myers here, man. He's been getting some really positive reviews. This is everything that I have here in terms of who's available. But yeah, I think I'm going to go Jacoby. I don't know if anybody has any other suggestions. I'm not going Gage. What's Gage's ADP? Middle 10th. Give me Russell Gage. You know what? 12th round Russell Gage? Guys, I don't like Russell Gage. But 12th round Russell Gage? What do we think? Look. Dude, other analysts love to feed you guys that, like, I don't know. There's this big movement in fantasy about take your guys, screw ADP. Guys, ADP, yes, you look through them and there's busts, but same thing with NFL draft capital. You look through an NFL draft and there's busts, but on the whole, ADP reigns supreme. There's a great graphic from Hayden Winks that he put on Twitter. So if I'm at the 12, we're at the 1202, and Russell Gage's ADP. Now, I'm using ADP from this site the last 5 days. Russell Gage goes at the 1006. So if Gage usually goes at the 1006 and I can get him at the 1202, why not take that huge discount on a player I don't even really like? We get a huge value. And then on top of that, this is a big field tournament, right? So after the playoffs are done, we're going to go into a huge field of tournament winners, and I wanted a unique team. Right, so taking Aaron Jones like 6 or 7 picks past his ADP, there's not going to be a lot of McCaffrey, Aaron Jones pairings. And if there is, there might not be a Russell Gage round 12 guy. You know what I mean? So if you keep taking value and stacking a lot of value, you make a very unique team. You also make a very sound team just from a player standpoint. Sean Siegel talks about being super humble when you draft and being just humble in general when it comes to fantasy. As much as I'm very certain or not very certain, but I'm very confident in my abilities to identify profiles and make bets on players, I'm not so confident to the point where I'm staring down Jacoby Myers and Russell Gage, who I have back-to-back in my rankings. I have Jacoby Myers around ahead, but if in this format, Jacoby Myers is a round 12 pick and Gage is a round 10 pick, I'll give the tiebreaker to the round 10 pick just because I can understand that for as much as I am confident in my own ability, I'm not going to get everything 100% right. And when it comes down to tiebreakers like that, it's completely fine to just defer to ADP. And if you see a guy like a round plus past his ADP, you're getting a discount on him. And all of my player takes stem from their price. So I don't like Russell Gage, the 9th, 10th round pick. But if Russell Gage gets me at the round 12 spot, I have to take him there instead of being rigid. Like a lot of these guys, they're very rigid, man, where you see, I don't even like Derrick Henry, but he's my 112. So even as much as I don't like Derrick Henry, I have Derrick Henry under like 5% on underdog. I'm not taking Mixon over him is crazy. Like you're putting your nuts on the line, like your money where your mouth is for no reason. I play in too many of these leagues to put my money where my mouth is across all of them, because I would just end up with the same team in like 10 different leagues, and at that point it's not worth it. So I try to diversify a little bit. I'll let ADP let me diversify a little bit. Now if you're playing, if you put a gun to my head and say, hey man, draft this one team, and if you don't win the championship, you're going to die. Okay, then in there, screw ADP. I'm doing everything my way, but I play high volumes. Maybe if you're in a home league and you just have one league, sure, screw ADP. But I'm doing, this is draft number 5 we're doing on stream. I'll probably end up with like 10 of these teams. I don't need to put my money where my mouth is on every single pick. I will defer to ADP. If somebody slides past their ADP, I'll take somebody I'm uncomfortable taking just for the sake of grabbing that ADP value. I'm not sure if you guys are feeling that. But yeah, I get a ton, and I'm not coming at RJ. You're saying like, and I don't want this to come off like I'm being like hostile towards anyone. It's really just me replying to, like, I do get a lot of comments where it's like, hey man, you follow ADP too much, screw ADP. And it's like I draft too many teams to not care about ADP. I have over 300 best ball teams. I have over 10 redraft high stakes teams. If I just got my guy in every single spot, I would just have a bunch of duplicate teams. And at a certain point, you have to trust sometimes that, like ADP as a historical trend, like ADP's R squared to points per game is probably stronger than most things. Let me see real quick. Hayden had a great tweet on it, man. Yep. So this is a great chart, and we're not up for a while, right? Yeah, we have like, but this is a great chart from him where it shows, what is this, percentage of picks that were 10 plus picks past ADP in their regular season points. So these are the teams that didn't reach a ton. These are the teams that reached to get their guys, and just over a full season and over like a ton of teams, reaching and betting against ADP is a bad bet. I'm always taking value. I'm not reaching. I always want to be I always want to be hovering around this area. Now I know you can shoot for more upside and you can bet on your guys, but it's mostly a losing game. It's almost like how Vegas always wins money. Trying to single-handedly beat ADP every year is going to be very difficult. That's why I do preach so much drafting within structure, and I think as much as I do, I have profiles that I go after and profiles that I fade. But at the end of the day, we can't get every prediction 100% right. You're telling me this draft is off the rails? You tell me this draft is off the rails? Where did it go wrong? It's a little bit weak on wide receiver for what I usually like. I don't think it's off the rails, though. You guys are flaming me for this one. I'm very comfortable. If I take 2 running backs out the gate, like I'm punting RB3. Also, when we take Gage like that, we're playing the ADP game, and now Myers and a lot of guys that we were looking at before might just fall back to us here. Love having a solid tight end. Thanks for the super chat, by the way, Colin. Damn, I think I missed a super chat from before. I will get to it in a second, though. But how early is too early? Probably second round, but I think anywhere in the early third is fine for Pitts. All right, so there goes Jacoby. We were hoping for Jacoby. I really want to end up with both of Hamler and Wan'Dale. I'm dying to know what this guy does, though. This guy at the turn feels like he's going to take running backs here. I think I have to take Hamler just to stack to Russ here, as much as I love Wan'Dale. Yeah. What do you guys think? Which wide receiver should I take first to see if I can get both? I'm really just scared of missing out on Hamler, though, just because I need that stack to Russ. I don't really need it, though. I am trying to play the ADP game, though, and see if I can get Wan'Dale and Hamler. All right, so the other super chat that I missed. Somebody wanted me. I'll look at that once I make this pick. That's my bad, man. Another stream popping, good stuff. Let's get those likes up. Yeah, fellas, get those likes up. I always feel weird asking people to like the stream, but it would help us out a ton. Yeah, but this is one of our like top 3 craziest streams. Yeah, I'll keep feeding you guys these high stakes streams if you guys like them. I'm trying to make it a. All right, so there goes Jamison Williams. All right, so we are on the clock here. I'm going to go Wan'Dale and dare this guy to take Hamler. If you want to take Hamler, have at it. We're going to go Wan'Dale. You want to take Hamler in this build, buddy, where you have no stacks to him and you're low on running back, take him. Greg's telling me Hamler's trash. Love these streams. Appreciate it. Yeah, you guys been killing these streams. A lot of people saying Hamler's trash. All good. There's a pretty good chance I take Hamler here and then I don't take another wide receiver. So there goes Algier. All right, so I'm going Hamler. I'm going Hamler and then I'm done at wide receiver. This is 2 running backs, 3 wide receivers, and a flex. Who's available at running back? Spiller, Rojo, Darrell Williams, Foreman, Mack, TDP, Michelle. Yeah, first CMC team got fall all the way back to us. Perfect. Yeah, I do agree. Third round reversal Waddle definitely put a bit of a damper in things. It almost makes me wonder if in this format you'd prefer like the 12. Like this could be sweet. Like Saquon, Lamb, then this 301 comes around, and you're pretty much guaranteed for like AJ Brown, T Higgins at worst. Imagine you get like a. And Saquon is perfect here, but you could go like, I mean, here I probably would have gone Saquon Henry, and then you can go like Brown Higgins, and then start a wide receiver, a little bit of a wide receiver run. Greg, you're saying one more wide receiver? By the way, guys, I know Greg's giving me a hard time, but no one has to like, protect me in the comments or live chat. It's really whatever. It's all good fun. I don't care. But yeah, now we're done at wide receiver. I know it seems like we've taken too many wide receivers here. But we really missed out on good wide receivers with McCaffrey Jones out the gate. We have no stud wide receivers, so I'm kind of just throwing as much at it as possible. And then when we come back around, I have some guys. Yeah, people go 2 quarterbacks, one for bye and injury, but in this format, like I know it's 20 rounds. People do say like, oh, it's 20 rounds, you can't stream quarterback. I promise you can stream quarterback. I mean, it's not going to be super pretty. It's not going to be super pretty, but it's whatever. Like right now in these leagues, like you'll have guys like Tannehill, Wentz, who else is like kind of startable out the gate? I know, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. And again, I don't want to talk like, oh, what the hell did I just do? Okay. I don't want to come on here and talk like I know the fate of this league or anything. But you definitely do get like softer draft rooms in here. Like people just join these because they have a lot of disposable income. A lot of them are older gentlemen on this website as well. Like it's not a sleeper. I'll be honest, the interfaces of these high stakes websites suck. But you get a little bit softer where like guys are doing, defenses before the last 2 rounds. Guys are taking Gabriel Davis at what is this? Like the 205 Gabe Davis, 407 Damian Pierce. Round 6 from Andre Stevenson. I don't know, man. You hop into these drafts, people do weird things. People want to say that I'm too much of an ADP slave. Have at it, but this is just the way I play the game. I'd rather let you guys put your money where your mouth is, make crazy bets against ADP, and I'll just sit in the pocket, be cerebral, wait for you to make your mistakes, scoop up the value, take Aaron Jones at 211. That's just how I play. Damn. What do we think here? I'm going to take a running back no matter what. I'm thinking Chris Evans. Chris Evans could be good. What else? So this is going to be late round 15. McKinnon, Amir Abdullah. I might take Amir Abdullah. Jeff Wilson. TDP is gone. Man, I like Jerick McKinnon, but I don't think I can take McKinnon and Pacheco, but maybe I can. Should I take McKinnon and Pacheco? And if one of them doesn't work out, I can just drop one. I do have McKinnon ahead of the rest. So there goes Dearness Johnson. So we're up in round 15. No, I know that's going to be 2 Chiefs running back, but that's a backfield that I don't mind being overexposed to. That's a backfield and a team I don't mind being overexposed to. And I can always just drop one, get a new guy. All right, so there goes Jaylen Warren already. I think I'll go Chris Evans here. Go Chris Evans. He's another fun one. These are the available running backs, by the way. I'm going to go Chris Evans. I was debating Amir Abdullah there, too. What do you guys think about Amir Abdullah? He's been getting some buzz. He's an interesting name to me. If Amir Abdullah's there next round, they'll probably take him. Thoughts on Gus Edwards? Not really a target for me. It seems like he's not going to play right now. Like week 1, it seems like Mike Davis is kind of going to have his role until then. I just don't want to wait. I want to know what's going on, and then I can drop them. All right, so we had somebody do a super chat earlier that I missed. I hate that I missed it, but in these high stakes live streams, I'm not really keeping up with chat that sharply to the point where I can answer like intricate questions. Let's see if I can find it. Jeez, dude. I should have started when I saw it. This is it, I think. Loving my home league draft from your research. He goes Lance, CMC, ETN, CeeDee Lamb, AJ Brown, Freiermuth, Metcalf, Dillon, Ayuk, and Pickens. 2 wide receiver, 1 flex. Keep it up. I appreciate you, man. I think that was what I was looking for. But yeah, that's a solid squad, man. CMC, CD, AJ Brown. Some people are saying Serban. No, yeah, Gabe Davis was a massive, massive reach. Yeah, I'm looking at Abdullah. Who else we got on here? Abdullah, Mark Ingram is interesting. I kind of think, guys, even if Kamara plays, like it seems like Ingram's gonna have the same role that he had early in his career with the Saints, like pretty much the Latavius Murray role. That's in with the Saints for a little bit here. And if he's that guy, and he's like he punched a goal line carry in last night. If he's getting between the 20s touches and he's mixing in on the goal line on the Saints, that's interesting. That's very interesting. Why did pick 12 start round 3? It's a third round reversal draft. Can we see the list at RB? Yeah, sure. This is what we're looking at. Yeah, I agree. I was kind of discarding Ingram because he's old and dusty and stuff. I heard that did they cut Abram Smith today, which sucks, by the way. Let's see. Yeah, Abram Smith did get cut today, so that sort of leans in Ingram's favor. Damn, Ingram just got picked. Ingram got picked. I have some ideas here. I have some ideas. We need 2 more running backs. I agree. I agree that Hilliard is interesting. I'm actually just going to queue up a bunch of dart throws that I'm looking at here. I'm looking at. I already have a ton of Sony Michel. I don't want any more of him. Someone took Amir Abdullah. God damn it. So this is another guy that I like. Damn, Ty Montgomery is a wide receiver on this site. I think that this team actually might have the luxury to wait for Gus Edwards. So I'll put Gus Edwards up there. I do like Sony. We have some time until this next pick. I like Sony. I don't love Haskins. I like Hilliard. We'll queue up Hilliard. Any of these other guys are interesting. I don't want any Sermon. Hilliard. Maybe Damian Williams, but I'm good on that as well. Joshua Kelly. I'll start Joshua Kelly. Why not? I think Benny Snell deserves a star. Who else is kind of interesting? I think Matt Brady you can squint at, and he's interesting. I'll start Damian Williams. A lot of guys liking Hilliard. All right, let me put Hilliard up top. People are saying that Ty Montgomery got hurt. Sheesh. So let's put Hilliard up top. He looks interesting. Let me take a little peek at ADP real quick. Who's going in this area? Wow, so Joshua Kelly is going in this area. I don't even really find him super interesting, but... Is Mike Davis still available? And if he is, should I take him? No, he's not. So Haskins goes... Let's go Hilliard. We'll go round 17 Hilliard. I think that feels fine. So what other running backs we have available? I think Sony Michel just has to be the pick if he makes it back to us here. So there goes Josh Kelly. Yeah, I guess give me Sony. All right, so now let's start looking at kicker defense real quick. All right, so kicker defense. Let's get busy. Boom. Let's see. What color is kicker? So kicker is purple. So we have Tucker, of course. Then we have McPherson off the board. McPherson's gone. We're looking at Raiders, Tyler Bass, whatever. So, yeah, let's do that. Let's look at Raiders. We'll look at Bills. Let me see this. Wow, so Raiders kicker went? Yep. Raiders kicker went. I doubt we get our guy to come back. So, kicker... If not one of those guys, who are we looking at then? So Raiders, Bills. Rams have a good kicker? I want to say Rams have a good kicker. Yep. So we'll put Rams up there. You're saying Chiefs kicker is nice? People are saying Indy? Indy kicker? I did take Blankenship in our last one. So in terms of defense, the rankings for this are Browns, Packers up there. This is Larky's, by the way. Then Ravens. So Browns, Ravens, Packers are gone. Saints got to be available. No. So Saints D is gone, it seems. Yep. Eagles D is gone. Is Bengals D available? Okay. So Bengals, Ravens, Browns, Bills not available. Commanders seem to be fun. 49ers, no shot. Those guys are available. Broncos anywhere to be found? No. Chargers anywhere? No. Okay. I think that's... We only have one kicker on our short list, though. I doubt the kicker makes it back to us. We'll see. There goes P. Ryan. So this guy already has a kicker. This guy needs a kicker. So how are we looking? Okay. If we can't get this kicker, our backup plan at kicker. What is our backup plan at kicker? I don't think we have one. Maybe Patriots? And we taking Patriots kicker? I think Patriots and Eagles kicker is probably my backup plan. And there goes the Browns D. We were hoping for Browns D. Don't take Rams kicker. Don't take Rams kicker. Come on. This guy has a structurally sound team, Team 3. I'll give him that. Come on. Dude, if he takes Rams kicker, I don't know what I do. What's our backup? Maybe Eagles kicker, maybe Patriots kicker. Defense is completely dried up on us. Then with like Bengals defense, which I think will be fine. What is he doing? Let the clock run out on him. Went Chuba. Okay. All right. Let us get Rams kicker. We got the boy Gay. So what do we think, chat? What are we saying? What are we saying about this team? It got a lot of negative reviews out the gate. I think it's still going to get some negative reviews here. But it's a double hero RB team. I tried to make up for the lack of wide receiver firepower. Maybe you could argue that Gage, Wan'Dale, Hamler could have been running backs. 2 or 3 of them, 1 to 3 of them could have been running backs. But I think we did fine. I have no problem getting super skinny like that. Just trying to hit on some wide receivers. Just considering what we have up top. All right, so then there goes Eagles kicker. We're going to go Bengals D. Bengals D, this is their schedule out the gate. At home versus Pittsburgh, in Dallas, at the New York Jets, at home against Miami. B-, that's fair. That's fair. I'll take B-. I think personally for me, I would say B+ to A-. B+ to A- for me. I think it's sweet. Double hero RB up top. Got very lucky to see Jones. Again, this is a 3rd round reversal, so this number 3 is going to be weak. Like, imagine if this was a normal league and instead of Waddle, we got to go, T or A Brown. But we don't. So Waddle, Marquise. I think 6th round Waller is great. Get some discount on the uncertainty here as like he's kind of holding out, kind of has an injury. You'd go B plus. I think that's fair. I think that's fair. What if Boyd was Damian Harris and Pacheco was Tolbert? Where did I go Boyd? Where could I have gone Damian Harris? Toney threw Gage was the car crash. Russ was fine. That's fair. That's fair. Maybe I did get too wide receiver hungry here, but like I said, when I take two running backs like that up top, I'm pretty much living and dying by them. Pretty much live and dying by those two running backs, trying to build up a strong enough wide receiver core to have enough to start through the flex. I think Waller and Russ work. Really? You're saying we should have passed on Waller? I think round 6 Waller makes this team a lot nicer than it could have been. Yeah, the CMC Aaron Jones fart is... I don't know why I said fart, but the start was sweet. It is a little bit tougher to stick the landing, though, with third round reversal. I'll say that. Definitely tougher. Would have liked to go Amir Abdullah here at some point, too, but I think it'll be all right. We got some handcuffs on the bench. I'll be churning these guys out, so by the time that there's something wrong with these two, I'll have some contingencies in place. But again, the whole idea is that if we're going to win first place in this league, McCaffrey and Aaron Jones have to be good. Yeah, I agree. Waller early 6, I think, was an auto pick. I have him as a guy that if he's there in the 5th, I like him. But yeah, I think it works. There's not a ton of correlation on this team, but I think it works. It looks good. How did NG end up? He took more running back depth earlier than I did. Maybe that'll pay off for him. His backup RBs are definitely nicer. Waller's been on a milk carton. Yeah, but I'm getting that discount on him. Now people are definitely worried about Waller. That's the only reason that he was there in the 6th for sure. Wow, Velus Jones there. We're gonna post my draft strategy for picks 9 through 12 tonight. I'm going to try and get a video done for tomorrow. We'll see. Hey, you're saying love the Patreon full price league? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But yeah, that league is going to be on the Patreon, patreon.com/Ron Stewart, of course. But yeah, we're doing a big Patreon league on there. If only 12 people are down, then we'll only do 12. But it seems like we'll have at least 2 leagues. And the way that we'll have it is so if you make it to the playoffs, you get put into a big pool, which is going to give me more work that I'm going to have to kind of like keep track between a couple of Patreon leagues. But we're going to sort of combine prize pools and grant a basement tournament league champion. So if you want to be in the basement Patreon tournament, yes, sir, BSMT Patreon tourney, that's where it's going to be at. All right, so what is this team? Can I just look at the team? Perfect. So this is the final squad. This is what it looks like on day 1. And I would say that this looks fine on day 1. I mean, Russ, McCaffrey, Jones, Waddle, Marquise Brown, Elijah Moore, Waller, Toney, off the bench. Very thin at running back, but again, we already have 2 studs up top. We're betting on them to be studs. We have enough depth so that we can wait for Skyy Moore, Treylon Burks to get meaningful snaps. If Kadarius Toney runs into some weird stuff where he can't go or anything like that, Russell Gage should be able to play in the flex out the gate. Upside with Wan'Dale. Hamler, if he pops into anything, putting him in the flex and just benefiting from spike weeks with him through Russ, I think makes a ton of sense. So yeah, I would give this team, I would say like B+, probably B+. Jones McCaffrey start was huge, but third round reversal definitely punished us a little bit. I think it's nice though. Now, like I was saying earlier, we've been doing a lot of cool Patreon giveaways, Patreon subscriber leagues. All of that is on patreon.com. Also, I'm old school myself. I'm sitting here to the left of me, crossing off the rankings as I go. I actually uploaded the rankings finally into Fantasy Pros, which by the way, you can do that. If you just go through the spreadsheet, you put it on Fantasy Pros, and they'll cross things off as you go for you. But yeah, those are the rankings that I stayed up till like 3 a.m. I want to say that was Friday night. Really fine-tuning them. I know you guys have drafts coming up either, today, next weekend. If you want to go out there and crush those, use my rankings on patreon.com/Ron Stewart. I have them set up in a way where you'll push up elite running backs into round 1 and 2. Even for as much as people say that I'm not an elite running, or I'm like a 0 RB guy, I love 0 RB or like fading running backs, but after the top 5 wide receivers, I'm not taking a CeeDee Lamb over a Derrick Henry. So I have elite running backs pushed up. I have wide receivers all across the dead zone. And then I have those Edmonds or Ramondre Stevensons pushed up so that you're taking good profiles in the green zone. On top of all of that, I offer almost way too much. We're doing weekly rankings, so you guys can go out there, set your lineups the best way possible. I also have waiver wire report. It's like an article that I'll put out on Patreon every week that goes through all my waiver wire targets and then also how much fab I'm spending on them percentage-wise. So if you're like $100 fab or $200, just by percent, so you guys can kind of see how I manage my fab during the season, sort of get those 0 RB targets off waivers. We'll be walking you through that. On top of that, we're doing a subscriber league, so that'll be next Sunday's stream. Next Sunday, we're going to hop on here at 7 p.m. Eastern sharp, and we'll do all of the drafts on stream, probably simultaneously. I'll stream mine, and then afterwards we'll kind of look at everything, and then that'll be that. On top, one more thing. Really hefty goal. Really hefty goal. 1,000 patrons. If we hit 1,000 patrons, not next Sunday, but probably like the Saturday after that. So the Saturday before the first Sunday game. If we hit 1,000 patrons by then, I will hop on here, do a stream with a patron. I'll spin a wheel. They'll come in here. We'll do a stream. We will do a $1,000 one of these. So NFFC, I do the $350 ones, but they have a $1,000 silver bullet league. I will do a silver bullet league. I cover the buy-in. A random patron gets to draft the team with me and co-manage it for the entire season, and we split the winnings 50-50. I covered the $1,000 on the team. So that's if we hit 1,000 patrons. So if you want that to happen, if you want a chance at that, patreon.com/Ron Stewart. All of the stuff that I just mentioned in the description, and it's down below in the comments. I'll have it pinned there. And as always, yeah, they'll be on Sleeper. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one.